Did we really had to sell our dream home and had to move away? Yes, we had to. We had no other option. We had to let go to what we've worked so hard for. Today I'm gonna tell you all about how we found our perfect home. We made it perfect for our family, had to say goodbye to the home, and ended up with a house that we never in a million years we would have thought we were gonna own. And stick around because at the end I'm gonna tell you a little surprise, a beautiful surprise that this house came with. Hi, I am Jahaira, and together with my husband, my two kids, and my two huskies, we try to live our life to the fullest in the middle of all the chaos of having a teenager and a toddler. I'm gonna bring you back to 2018. We were living in the island of Puerto Rico. We were renting a beautiful home, but we were done with renting. We didn't want to rent anymore. And we started looking for a house. We looked and looked and looked, and the house that we were renting, they didn't want to sell it to us. Right about when we were about to give up, a house right across the street in that same street was available. It was a short sale, and believe me, the house needed a lot of tender loving care. A lot. It was a fixer-upper. When you think about a fixer-upper, it was that house. But it was the same house that we had and the same street. And it was a short sale. Even better, we got it for pennies. Well, not pennies, but compared to the prices nowadays, it was amazing. So after a long battle with the bank, we finally got our home. We closed in December 2018. So here we are in our new home, our fixer-upper with no electricity, enjoying New Year's Eve. The house was a total fixer-upper, but we pour our hearts and soul into that house. The first thing that we did was take care of the patio, clean up the patio, clean up the house. We painted the house totally different colors, and we built a cement pad because the view was amazing, but we couldn't enjoy the view. And we built a pergola. And we were in love with our pergola. It was beautiful. Then after we had that terrace with a pergola, we said, why not have a pool? It's sunny 12 months a year. So what we did, we built a pool. In the middle of signing the contract for the pool and setting up everything, I got pregnant with my youngest, Emma. She was born in the middle of the construction of the pool. Everything was total chaos. We had construction for a pool that, as you know, is a mess. I had two huskies that they needed the patio to run. They have to burn that energy. I was pregnant. It was in the middle of COVID. It was definitely a year to remember. When we finished everything, it was a piece of heaven, guys. It was beautiful. We absolutely loved to spend time during the day and at night. It didn't matter what time of the day it was beautiful. We loved to have people over, friends, family. It was beautiful. The same way it came, we had to let it go. Even though we had the best house, the best oasis in the middle of chaos, life in Puerto Rico is very, very tough, especially when you have a family. And if you want quality life, if you want to give your kids what you didn't have, it will be difficult, very difficult. And I respect everyone that stays in the island, but I wanted more for my kids and for my family. So we had to make that very, very tough decision. But we made it happen. Before we moved to the state of Florida, we bought a home. I don't know if you know that you can do this, but we bought our home through FaceTime. We toured the house through FaceTime with a realtor. We signed everything electronically. At the end of the day, we owned a home and we celebrated through FaceTime. It was surreal for me. And guess what? We bought another fixer-upper. It was a very different fixer-upper than the one in Puerto Rico, but this one needed a lot of tender loving care too. And what we did, we started our project again. We even took the whole flooring off, downstairs, upstairs, through the stairs. We took everything off. We wanted to make sure that everything was beautiful because we were starting again. We wanted that little oasis that we had in Puerto Rico. At the end, the house was beautiful. The kitchen was beautiful. The combinations that we did, I already told you, I like that rustic farmhouse, modern farmhouse style. So that's what I did. It was a beautiful home. But can I tell you a secret? It never felt like home. It never felt like home. My children, especially my son, that he was in middle school, he never clicked. Like, it never felt homey. So guess what we did? We started looking again. And to be honest, I didn't want to fixer-upper again. But oh my goodness, the prices. The prices were out of this world. We looked and looked. We looked on the west. We looked central. I never looked east because for me, I don't know. I didn't like the east coast of Florida for some reason. Don't ask me why, but I didn't like it. So we were looking all over the west coast. The houses that we could afford, they were fixer-uppers. The houses that we couldn't afford, those are the ones that I liked. Let's wait until Diego finishes high school and we will see what happens. And out of the blue, a friend of ours called my husband. Told him that he just moved to the Space Coast in Florida. He told me, I'm like, nope, I'm not moving there. No, East Coast. No. I want the West Coast, the sunsets, Tampa Bay area. That's what I like. I don't like the East Coast. You want to go? Yes, let's go Saturday. Let's just have like a road trip, family road trip. We'll go see the houses that you want to see. And then we just go and eat somewhere else. We got here and I fell in love with the area. We started driving around. We saw the house. We saw the pricing at that point. We thought like, wait, this is not a fixer-upper. This is a brand new construction. We don't have to do anything to the house. Like, we're like, is this even real? Are we really gonna own a new construction? A brand new house that no one has lived in. And we're gonna be the first one to build memories in that house. Sometimes we try to control everything. And one of the things that I've struggled a lot is to let go and let him do his thing. And my big struggle since I met Jesus is that I have to let go. I have to let him do his thing. And in his own timing, things will happen. Not in my time. my son since day one. I think he didn't want to move here first, but I think it took him a week to tell me, I love this school, I love this area, I love everyone, I have so many friends. He developed so much on his music. The band director that he has become his idol. Like, he wants to be a band director now. He's so focused on music. Now he knows that he wants to study music, that he knows that he wants to be the best saxophone player. It was something that he needed, that we needed as a family. I'm all over the place, guys. I'm my son's Uber driver, and my daughter's, because she's 4, but she's in a lot of activities. She has a lot of friends, so we have play dates. We do go out as a family a lot. We try to live to the fullest right now, because I think we lost a lot during the years. We try to be very intentional about the time that we spend together and what we do during the weekends and in the afternoons, that we actually make the best out of it. And to make things better, remember that I told you that this house came with a surprise. So when we finally moved here, the neighbor, she knocked on my door and said, hey, can you come back? I want to show you something. We had a baby mockingbird. At that point, we couldn't find the nest anywhere. But look at him, he's so baby. He was such a cute baby. And we were like, so what do we do now? We started looking around, and there is the Florida wildlife for birds. It's about 20 minutes from where we live. And we called, and they're like, yes, come here. It was a Sunday. We got there. They had cages prepared for birds. Small cages for small birds, big cages for big birds. They have towels to make sure that they're not in a cage, but they're in the towel. You filled out a document. Where did you find it? How did you find it? And if you want to have updates, you have the opportunity to put your information so they can give you updates. So they fed him for, I think it was about 2 days, and then we found the nest. And they said, well, if you found the nest, the best thing is for that bird to go back to mom. So here we went. We went back. We picked him up and we put it in the nest. He fell down the nest a couple of times again, a couple more times. So we had to make sure that we have 2 dogs. Everyone here has dogs. So we had to make sure that he was on the nest, because we didn't want the dogs to do anything to him. My daughter named him Papi Jo. We are 100% convinced that one bird that comes here almost every afternoon just to come around, walk in our small terrace, it's Papi Jo. We are 100% convinced. You can say whatever you want. You can tell me it's not Papi Jo. For us, it is Papi Jo coming to say hello. That's what we think. And every time we see him, it's just a reminder that this was a new opportunity for us, for our family, to live our life to the fullest, live very intentional. Doesn't matter the chaos that we have around, all the interruptions that our lives have, all the problems that you might think you have. Take some time for your family every single week. Be intentional, and for yourself too, because sometimes us moms, we focus on our kids, our family, our everyone, and we forget about us. If you're still here listening to me, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. If you want to keep up with what we do every week to try to keep our candle burning, consider subscribing, liking this video. I really would love to get to know you and learn how you are keeping your candle burning and how your family is keeping your candle burning. I would love to know that. So see you next week.